I just had a very clear example of the success of this last week. I had one client start up with me 3.5 months ago. He couldn't do the whole stack on the leg extension for even 1 rep. I forget what he started out with, but after 2 months, he was up to the whole stack for 14 reps. Then he hit a sticking point. Couldn't go beyond 14 reps for 3 workouts. This was when I started working with the idea of static contracted holds and lowerings. For 2 or 3 workouts in a row, all he did was hold a very heavy weight in the straight leg position and lowered it, doing it 2 times in that fashion as I described. The next workout, we went back to see if there was a carryover to the positive strength, and his leg extensions went up to 20 reps. That's a phenomenal improvement.
Right.
And I'm seeing this with many other people.
Would you propose that people do this for each exercise each time?
Well, you can't do it for every exercise because not every conventional weight exercise provides resistance in the contracted position.
Right, okay, but for those that they can do it.
I've been using it most successfully on the pull down. Can do it there because obviously once you get into the contracted position, there is significant resistance. You have to fight to hold it there. What I do is put a little bit heavier weight than they might use again for 6 to 10 to failure. I help them pull the bar down into the clavicles, which is the fully contracted position. They'll hold it in this case for about 6 to 8 seconds, again until the static strength starts to go, then they will lower it.
Terrific. Not only 1 set, but we're talking almost 1 or 2 reps then also.
Well, yeah, it's interesting. I had one kid say, well, how come your clients are only doing, in some cases, 1 rep or 2 reps? And I say, well, look, if you count the number of seconds that they're working, it's just as long, if not longer than 1 set. But we've eliminated the least productive part of the movement and are focusing on the more positive, or I shouldn't say positive, but the more productive part of the movement. Remember here, listener, as a bodybuilder, your primary concern is not to lift heavy weights. That's the purpose of a power lifter or Olympic lifter. As a bodybuilder, your primary consideration, your overriding concern should be to achieve high-intensity muscular contraction. On a deeper, more scientific, technical level, TC, the science of bodybuilding exercise revolves around the issue of muscular contraction. The only position where you can achieve a full contraction is in the fully contracted position. For instance, at the top of a curl, that's the fully contracted position. At the top position of a leg extension, for the tricep, it would be when the arm is fully straightened and the elbow locked.
Okay.
Now, the problem the listener is going to have is finding exercises in his gym that will enable him to do this. Now, most gyms do have leg extension machines and pull-down machines. Fortunately, over here at Gold's Gym in Venice, California, where I train people personally, we also have a full complement of Nautilus machines, all of which provide resistance in the contracted position. But don't worry about it too much. Do it where you can. Try it with the pull-down, the leg extension. See what happens. And if you'd like more information on this, I do provide phone consultation services. Call me at 310-827-7661 for phone consultation services to get more information on this. Or you can come out to Gold's Gym here and I'll put you through a few workouts.
Thanks for sharing that with us. That's great. That's great.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is literally one of the most stunning discoveries in recent bodybuilding science.
That's great.
Just because we call this thing weightlifting, it's not cast in stone that you just lift weight. In fact, most bodybuilders, knowing nothing about this, they don't even do the positive or the lifting properly. They throw the weight, and then once they reach the contracted position, they immediately let it slot back down, not emphasizing either the contracted position or the negative. They're severely limiting themselves. Your muscles, remember, listener, have 3 levels of strength. The positive or the lifting, static strength, which is your holding ability, and the negative. If you only work 1 level of your 3 levels of strength, do you see where it only stands to reason where you're not going to achieve full muscular development?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it cast in stone that you should only lift weight? It's a tradition. And again, if you want to take a truly scientific approach to this thing, you've got to reject tradition, or at least question it.
Okay, terrific. Okay.